Whoa, holy moly. Do not, it's blocked. Do not do it. Oh, buddy. So things like this, like, come on, pick the correct lane, okay, or just sit here awkwardly. And now it wants to pass them. No, you can't do it. And okay. So yeah, it's kind of dynamically making this decision, and I'm really happy with it. I like what it's decided to do here. Oh, and it's gonna wait for these people too. Wow, that was really nice actually. That was really good. And this is gonna be tough. How are you gonna see what to do here? There you go, you peek out. I mean, hey, that was sweet. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the latest full self-driving beta update. We are on software 10.69.2.3. Now this is mostly seeming like a bug fix update here or just some background work that they were doing. There doesn't seem to be too much new in the release notes, although they have been so extensive lately. It can be hard to really know if I'm just missing any little changes they've made or there really are no changes. But there you go. I'll quickly scroll through those there, and if you want to pause and double check those, you can do that. So we're heading into downtown Ann Arbor, and I am doing this very excited to go for a drive today. I'm doing this with kind of a new respect for beta. I find I go in these waves where I love beta and then I kind of get used to it, to be totally honest, and then you know, maybe there's little regressions here or there, and then something kind of happens or clicks for me, and I'm like, you know what, I love this software. This is so impressive, and this time for me was going to AI Day in California. I do have a video up about that. I encourage you to check it out. I will link it in the top right, mostly because the video's not doing that well. No, just kidding. Well, it's not doing that well, but let's see, we're gonna wait for this guy, or we're just gonna keep going. Okay, that was actually pretty good. He's not in the crosswalk yet, and now he's in the crosswalk, so I think that was actually an okay move. But I have some little tidbits in that video from just talking to different people at AI Day. I don't want to go too much into it in this video, but yeah, I just got some kind of new insights, new respect for this software. And AI Day was very impressive, although a lot of it went over my head. You know, the big focus was kind of the newer strategies that Tesla's using to get this problem solved, this problem of self-driving, and using things like the occupancy network and having a language-based model for how to pick your lane and how to get through complex intersections and where you have lots of different lanes and things like that. So yeah, all very good stuff. We're going into downtown here. It should be decently busy. This is the campus of the University of Michigan. I like to come here because it's on my lunch when I'm at work, but also because it's very busy. There's lots of people. We're getting the wave, and the car kind of took too long there. We were there before them, so the car should have went before you know, they did, but it was being really cautious there. And I like these, you know, kind of busy intersections, lots of pedestrians and things like that. So I'm fully in control. I will take over if I need to, but the car's been a lot better lately in terms of kind of like critical disengagements. So good job there, moving through that stop sign. Did a better job than the first one. I'm not needing to take over as much lately for, you know, crazy things. It's more just like convenience or being a little bit annoying where I will, you know, intervene, press the accelerator, or maybe take over for a second or something. But for the most part, the car's been very safe and doing very well. Whereas if you go back and watch the videos from a year ago or more than that, you had all kinds of crazy disengagements for really weird things that were more safety related than they are today. So with all of that, yeah, let's just head into downtown and see how the car does. This is our typical route, and we can compare it to our routes from before. So hope you enjoyed this one. If you do, hit like, get subscribed, and let's see how the car does. All right, looks to be really congested coming up here. This is somewhere where the occupancy network is really going to come into play. It detects not just vehicles, but objects, cones, bollards, a block in the road. Whoa, holy moly. All of this kind of stuff, and it helps the car squeeze through these tighter situations. Now, I did just release a video, should be yesterday for you. There we go. That was perfect. That couldn't have been better. About how Tesla is getting rid of the ultrasonic sensors on the outside of the car. You can see on the display right now, those little kind of wavy things popping up in front of and behind the car on the sides. Those are the ultrasonic sensors kind of just telling you they're sensing something near. But I did a little test in that video where I actually think Beta's already not using those. It's just, you know, that's on the display to show they're displaying something. But I do not believe Beta, although I don't have official word, I don't believe Beta is using those ultrasonic sensors for any of its decisions. And so Tesla going forward is not going to have those on any vehicles. They're starting with the Model 3 and the Model Y, and then they'll remove them from the S and the X. And pretty okay job moving through there. The occupancy network is going to basically replace that ultrasonic sensor functionality that we have now. So we'll see how that does. Good or bad, we don't know yet. It'll probably be like when Tesla removed the radar. It was not as good at first, and then the features kind of caught up. So new cars delivered without those sensors will be missing some features. But if you want to know more, check out that other video. I go into great detail there. All right, we're back in the area with the gaggle of buses. Kind of a timid takeoff there. I'm not sure if it's because that bus is parked there or what the car's thinking, but very smooth, very nice. Everything about this drive so far has pretty much been perfect. And I haven't driven this version a lot. I just updated this morning, but like my way to work and all of those things were good. That pedestrian that was coming from the left didn't trip it up, which we have seen in the past. Somebody walking towards the intersection, the car would kind of hit the brakes hard. Glad to not see that. Now let's see. No, a nice smooth stop here. Again, sometimes when pedestrians walk into the intersection, even though we have a stop sign or a red light, the car would kind of hit the brakes real hard. Did not see that at all. That was a perfect stop. So you can see the occupancy network coming into play here. Right there, that ramp on the truck is actually displayed. So the car knows it cannot drive there. And again, that is what's going to replace the ultrasonic sensors, which are, you know, these little, of course now they went away, but the lines you see around the car. Again, all the takeoffs have been very smooth. This person moved out of their parking spot and got in front of us. Not a problem there. Car handled that. So we'll make our right, and then we're at our destination, and I'll put in the next one. But yeah, so far, really no complaints. A little close to the curb there, but the car kind of corrected it. You could see there. And, okay. Yeah, a little hesitant hitting the brake. I'm not sure why. I'm actually going to report that one because that was kind of a hard break for nothing being in the way. But here we are. We're at our destination, and I'm going to put in the next one for us. All right, so here we go. I put a slightly different destination. Actually, you know what? I don't want that one because that's not... Well, you know what? Let's just do it. I wanted to go into like the busier part of downtown, and it will take us there. It's just a slightly different spot than a different route than I thought it was going to take. But we'll see here. So I think last time we made a right on this red, which is pretty rare. But we will see if it does the same thing here. And no, we won't, because now it's green. And hey, you know what? We got a little lucky. I did not know that was up there. It looks like our left turn lane up there is actually closed. Yeah, it is. And normally we take that left turn lane. So we just kind of lucked out there that I picked a different destination. Do not. It's blocked. Do not do it. Oh, buddy. Okay, well, this is for the beta. Okay. Now I'm just embarrassed. Oh my gosh. And yeah, the car wants to merge back over. And of course this guy's like, I'm not going to let you do that. Because I just look like a huge jerk doing this. So the car didn't really have that foresight of the road's blocked. We should not be moving over here. So whatever, let's see what happens. Wow. So they did let us over. And the car is a little too close to those cones, so I'm just gonna take over there. So yeah, that was a disengagement, and the car pretty much screwed that up. So I will report that one. And yeah, so without that kind of foresight like you and I have of, oh, I see those cones up there, I'm obviously not gonna change lanes, the car can make mistakes when it doesn't look far enough ahead and, you know, kind of plan ahead in that way. So still, again, construction, closed roads, things like that are still kind of a big weakness, but it seems like Tesla is mostly focusing on getting all the basics down, which, you know what, they are a lot closer than they used to be. That's for sure. And then hopefully they can add in those things, because obviously that's really important for like a fully self-driving car, if you want to call it full self-driving. So things like this, like, come on, pick the correct lane, okay, or just sit here awkwardly. It sees in the road, you know, that it has the straight and the left arrows, and it's just sitting here. Now, no one's behind us yet. Okay, well, then change lanes back over there, man. There you go. All right, so it did fix itself, but I'm going to report that one too because, come on. Let's get these lanes correct here. All right, so we're waiting behind the cyclist, which is, I'm happy with that. There's not much room to go around them. Yeah, I mean, they're going fast enough. It's downtown. I actually kind of like this decision a lot. And now it wants to pass them. no, you can't do it. And okay. So yeah, it's kind of dynamically making this decision, and I'm really happy with it. I like what it's decided to do here. So it'll take this right, and then we'll move into the next area, which should be the busiest, I think. All right, so we stop, everyone's out of the way, and we continue. Very nice, very nice. And this will be our destination, so I'm going to cancel that. And I'm going to take over because someone's behind us. And then once this turns on, there we go. And that will be our final one. Let's see if it can get us there. So we have 1 disengagement so far and no intervention, so very nice. So again, it wants to make this left here. Let's see, public parking available at closed to through traffic. So we can't really do that. Yeah, so I'm going to take over. I just don't want to go down there. I mean, it looks like technically we could, but again, it's just, I'm just trying to be respectful of the area here. So that's another disengagement there. And yeah, we're stopping for this guy. He wasn't really looking at us. I actually probably would have done something similar because it did look like he was starting to go out into the road. So I actually like that decision as well. But all right, so we picked it up here, and then we still probably have this goofiness of like going towards, so I see a pedestrian coming, and the car sees them, so that was good. Not hard braking. That was perfect, actually. This goofiness of a turn signal when like this isn't a turn, it's just a bend in the road. Like you don't use the turn signal if you don't have a choice, right? That's kind of the rule. Like if you can turn left or right, of course you use your turn signal, but we don't have a choice. We have to go right, so there's nothing really to indicate for the people around us. So moving up to this stop sign, it's a left, a 4-way stop, so it should be pretty simple. So weary of those cones there, but handled well. All right, not bad. Slowing for, yep, all right. So I did not give them any indication. They basically saw that the car was slowing. That was really, really good prediction there by the car of seeing those people move. They were moving towards a crosswalk, right? So it should be pretty obvious that they probably want to cross. And now we're just like sitting here waiting, creeping forward. And it did a great job of figuring out that they wanted to cross. It waited enough. Sometimes when you get those kind of standstills, the car will start to go and then you get this awkwardness. But that was good. That couldn't have been much better. So another left at, again, a 4-way stop. So it should be, is it? Yeah, it's a 4-way stop. So again, should be fairly easy. We stop and then we should go. Again, I don't want the guy across to get confused, think we're not going. Perfectly handled. This intersection was goofy before, but there was a lot more going on. So I think it was just that environment at the time. Slowing for this person. So yeah, this isn't as crazy as we've seen it. Oh, and it's going to wait for these people too. Wow, that was really nice, actually. That was really good. It saw them moving towards the crosswalk. I love it. That was good. That was actually really good. Not sure what that steering wheel movement is all about. Again, nobody's behind us, so I'm just leaving it. I'm going to report. I don't see anything even indicated on the screen that would cause that. We move up, and if you would go after this car, we'll be good. Go, go, go. Yeah, so it's creeping. It's creeping. It's fine. It can go. Oh, yeah, it's just being kind of stopping here. All right, all right. Just go. And then this is going to be tough. How are you going to see what to do here? There you go. You peek out. I mean, hey, that was sweet. That was really, really good. I liked that a lot. And then you can move back over a little more quickly than that. And then we'll wait for this person for sure. Yeah, so that intersection was actually handled pretty well. That was good. I was a little worried it was going to take too long and people were going to start walking in front of us, but handled it well. Yeah, this was all really good. This is all really good. A little bit of my impatience kind of sneaking in there of like, let's go, because I'm just people are still just a little quicker and can see a little farther ahead, it seems, than the system, depending on the plans it makes. But overall, that was a great drive. We're about to, what even is this building? Everybody always comments about it. I just picked it because I like the route. Looks like it's somebody's house. Whatever. All right. Let me throw in another destination while we kind of wrap this up. All right. So I put in that destination. I didn't do anything. The car just continued moving forward. Once that destination was in, I didn't have to turn off beta or anything like that because no one was around. And we're sneaking through this intersection. So here's the stats. I think we're at 7 miles now, but it might, I always double check, so it might be different on the chart. But yeah, I think we're at 7 miles and we had the 2 disengagements or 1 disengagement. Yeah, so whatever, it's on there. And overall, like, this is what I'm most excited about. So this was very polished. Like, that is the word of the video here, is polished. It made a mistake, which, you know, any of these types of kind of advanced products can kind of screw up every once in a while. But it wasn't like a dumb mistake, like it was about to run into someone. It basically just made a poor decision, which led to a situation that it wasn't handling perfectly, so I just took over. Now, this intersection is crazy. So it's an unprotected left, but there was a car to the right that was being weird. So now we're clear, and like as soon as we're clear, the car moves through like that, and it feels so good. All the accelerations, almost all the braking, not all the braking, but all the accelerations and almost all the braking have felt really good and really natural. So yeah, I'm excited for the future of this product. I mean, a year ago it was like, ooh, I don't know. I mean, it's cool and it does cool stuff, but it makes some sketch decisions. Now we're getting to the point where decisions are much better. I will be doing more Tesla challenges to really push it, put it in different scenarios that are either harder or easier, just kind of realistic real life scenarios. But overall, very happy with full self-driving beta these days. Huge ups to the Tesla Autopilot team. You guys are awesome. So yeah, I'll leave you with a little bit of extra driving here to enjoy. And if you have any questions, leave those down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you will see me in the next one.